Hello, everybody, and welcome today to our presentation. We're going to be discussing about one of the dividing topics of digital transformation, and that's called the artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, it has actually eventually being evolved since the World War II from 1950, in which modern countries they had started to revolutionize into investment in a smart technology in the field of computer science and in a broad perspective of field in computer science, in order to have a smart intelligent computer that is able to perform the tasks by using the human intelligence. So artificial intelligence, right, it had been considered into many forms. For example, we have in the automotive form, if we recall back in the old movies in 1990s, 1991, where we have the Mike and Knight Rider movie, in which we have the computer, Kate. It had to communicate with the Michael, right, and it has the sense and the feelings and the instructions on how to launch an automobile, how to speed up the car, how to hide, how to move from a destination to another destination, and to move. Now, from the evolvement of the artificial intelligence, right? Artificial intelligence, it major, according to Russell Navig, right? It says that artificial intelligence, it could be being set into four broad categories. So first of all, you have to think as a human thinking as a humanity. You need to think rationally, and that is a process and components. And the other two behavior is that you need to act as a human and act as well as a rationally. Now we're looking onto the rule today of in order to construct an artificial intelligence projects and to make sure that it hits its goals and it's beneficiary for the mandates of the clients who is looking to have an automation for his industry. So he needs to make sure that we have the appropriate project manager who is specialized in the category of artificial intelligence and related into the projects. So the project management who is in digital transformation, artificial intelligence, he's be able to manage projects related to machine learning, deep learning, automation, robotics, and natural language processing. As well, the project management, his duties, he will be able to have a high-level plan, a detailed plan, and make sure that those project goals, which we hit into the tactical approach, if it's a small organization, to be able to collide with the project goals and achieve those tactical project goals. If it's a corporate to a multinational organization, so the project manager will make sure that those visionarized goals will be achieved in the form of project goals. So he'll be able to as well to track the projects and able to make sure the milestones of the projects are being fulfilled for every deliverable attainment is being induced to the from the project. As well, make sure that the project manager, the smart project manager who is managing the artificial intelligence, will make sure to deliver the project on time, to do it on budget, and again on schedule. So recalling back again, what is artificial intelligence? So artificial intelligence, right, we said that it is a form of evolvement in technology in which it has been taken in the computer science branch, a wide area, in which we have a smart machine. It is able in order to perform the human task by using the human intelligence factor. The revolution and the evolvement can be seen into various business industries, such as in pharmaceuticals, in medications, in manufacturing, in planning, in cost control, in education, art, business, environmental protection. Now, when we consider examples or revolutions that has been seized from the artificial intelligence, so we need to have two broad categories. We have what we call the narrow artificial intelligence, and we have the generic or the general artificial intelligence. The narrow artificial intelligence, it could be seen in the search engines, such as the Google search engines, such we have as well the LinkedIn, such as the Facebook, social networks, Netflix, the movie, right, displaying, self-driving cars, autopilots, auto cars, robo advisors, such as the call centers, automated call centers, right? robocall centers. And I had been contributed on those projects in 2007, 2009 with rascomlink.net, where we had what we call Dr. Link, in which that Dr. Link is a robotic computer in which it detects why the client, his internet is not working. Is it because due to demand? He had requested that he's going to be on flight, and that's why he had asked it to have his internet disconnected, so the computer was able to make sure and reconnects back the individual, or due to BNC billing collection has not been paid, so it will ask to pay online. Once the pay is ceased, the resuming of the internet will be done. Okay. So as we recall back again, so we say that artificial intelligence has been defined as a wide range branch of computer science concerning with building smart machines capable of performing tasks that requires human intelligence, that it utilizes the human intelligence. Now, artificial intelligence, it has four types of it. So we have reactive machineries and have limited memories, theory of mind, and self-awareness. Reactive minds, from the name, it is how you're going to respond spontaneously on live or to take certain actions. So those are the computer-based machine learning that it's able to have been fed up with rules and policies, right? And with instructions and set of process, locations, how to start moving, and it's able to react according to the map. Take an example, like in 1990s, where IBM it had produced the Dark Blue chess game, and in which it had that time a supercomputer in which it had won the Gary Alberto, right, and who was the famous chess player, right, worldwide, and the championship, and the computer was able to feed him, right. And in order that, because the computer, it has predicted, the smart machine predicted what are the actions that will be taken from my competent, right, by Alberto. Again, reactive machine, it does have a disadvantage, is that it does not have a saved memory. So it cannot recall to past data and it reevaluate accordingly. Now, but when you look onto the second type, which is the limited memory, it has a save point. It has a past information that it can recall, it can process according to that data, it can reevaluate that data and produce you an output. Limited memory, it requires you, right, in order to have a trained data, a trained model, a model that it is able to have an inception of knowledge, and it's able to process that information and gives you a feedback, an output. Limited memory, right, it takes, for example, like in project management, we have the estimation tool where it gives you probability and impacts on what are the outcomes of project, the Monte Carlo simulation. So it's again a supercomputer which you feed up into it the probabilities of delivering the project on a certain time, and it will be able to associate what are the risks that could be associated with a project. So I will not be able to deliver on time. In case if I change in a factor, I will be over budget or be under budget. So it gives you all those factors. Now, when it comes to the limited memory, right, and according to Raspberry and Nervous, right, you need first of all, okay, to have a training data, right, and then you need to build up your machine learning, your smart computer, that it be able to set certain predictions, and it is designed as well in order to set the what are the feedbacks that's going to be results, so predictions and feedback. Okay, again, you should be able to store that data, and you should be able to have a process to be repeated. Again, that system should be more smarter and able to know, is the question is coming from a human intervention, human-centric, or is it an environmental-centric, right? Looking into theory of minds, the third category of artificial intelligence, you need to know that theory of mind, it is basically, it is about research work, right? Scientifically ways how we're going to improve in our technology. So the theory of mind, it says that from a mindset, today we have not evolved into the optimum level of technology, and in which we need to have a more evolvement in technology, a more visualized, right, technology, right, and that will hit into the self-awareness. So self-awareness, once we have a robotics, right, and that's more generalized artificial intelligence, right, we have a robot that able to have our seven senses, right, the smelling, the memory, the touches, the hearing, the eyesighting, right. So once we have the that in place, right? And the theory of mind, it has achieved it. So self-awareness will be automatically being prompt to it to have a robotics that it can perform all of that work. So the features of AI, right, it as well can be having the involvement of facial recognition. I could be able sitting in front of the computer, right, from a psychological point of view, can say that why I'm sad. It can also know what's my character, what's my behavior, right? And that what we call act as human and act rationally. So it will be able to know the facial expressions. It will be able to know whether that person is upset, right? Again, it will be able to formalize data ingestion, right? And then you'll be able to have a computing, right, that will be able to be be able to track that data from clouding environment, right? Again, you will be having automated workflows, right? Deep learning, okay? So that's when it comes to artificial intelligence, okay? So artificial intelligence, it will be evolved in the upcoming technologies, right? And that evolvement, it needs a professional, an expert, project management, a senior project manager, a PMO, right, directive, who will be able to lead across a program, a portfolio, or a projects, right? So in order to make sure the organization, it does comply with the standards and it's able to achieve those goals. On our next topic, we'll be discussing about the blockchain and how the importance of project management in that category, and how it's part of being a part of the digital or the business transformation. Thank you very much for your time. And this is Muhammad Mazaki, DMO Director with Software Plate and online expert consultant with Software Academy, Progress Academy, and online